briefly.
Yeah.
I've heard you say that you think Bitcoin's going to zero.
Yeah.
Okay, this is worrying. I think I have some Bitcoin.
The market is in green, things are going on well. The daily market's view on crypto bubble, as you can see, things are really going on well. ZEC is even giving us 25.8% growth. Today, I'm here to show you why the market is really in green, why things are going on well, and again, to bring to your notice why, as you're listening earlier on, why this interviewer is saying that markets or the Bitcoin is going to zero. If you're new to our channel, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and click on the notification button that each time we drop, you should be the first to know. Quickly, let's rush into things here. Don't skip any video.
Because of its reliance upon energy. I mean, you know Max Kaiser and Stacey Herbert. Have you met them at all?
No.
They were sort of the original proselytizers for Bitcoin, and they're now living in, I think, El Salvador, which has adopted Bitcoin as a form of currency. When they told me about Bitcoin, I could have bought it for £1 of Bitcoin, which I would have been bloody maybe wealthier than you if I'd done that. The reason I didn't is they explained that the way that the public ledger is kept safe is that it takes too much energy to break it. So each transaction requires 10 minutes of computer processing time globally, by the looks of it, to actually create an extra Bitcoin. And that means it's too expensive for somebody to try to break the ledger. That means it's got a huge requirement for energy use. And I believe, knowing what I know from climate scientists, that at some point we're going to realize we're using far too much energy on the planet. We've got to cut the energy consumption. And the two easiest things to cut out to reduce energy consumption are cryptocurrencies and international.
Breaking news, as it said here, Trump announces a 2-week ceasefire with Iran after talks with Pakistan. Says US will suspend bombing as both sides move towards a long-term agreement. This is the agreement that was being posted here. If you can say, it speaks a lot about it. Based on conversations with Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and then Fayed Mashar Asim Munai of Pakistan, and wherein they requested that I hold off the destructive force being sent tonight to Iran, and subject to the Iran Republic of Iran agreeing to the complete, immediate, and safe opening of the Strait of Hormuz. I agree to suspend the bombing and attack of Iran for a period of 2 weeks. That is being said here. This will be a double-sided ceasefire. The reason for doing this is that we have already met and exceeded all military objectives and very far along with a definitive agreement concerning long-term peace with Iran. Yes, this is one of the reasons why I said it has really caused a spike. Another thing, as I'm saying here with proofs, as I showed to you, is that just after it is being posted here not long ago by Crypto Rover, it says that Bitcoin is up, Nasdaq is up, gold is up, oil is down. This is immediate after the ceasefire news that was really released from Trump. This was immediately after it. This is what is going on. As you can see the graph here, Bitcoin graph or chart is showing that there is a momentum, or it is really gaining momentum, moving upwards. Yes, and then again, NAFTA, as you can see here, has a bullish trend of it is also showing. What again shows here? Gold is also showing a really good momentum of it here. But although there is a slight back of its push being going down, but again, oil is really down. What is really going on? Understand that Iran also produces oil in certain amount, of which I think the negative aspect really come from there too again. Again, yes, it was also posted not long ago by Crypto Rover. This graph is really an important graph that all of us must notice it. It says that 2.7 billion in Bitcoin buy volume hits Binance derivatives in just 2 hours after the ceasefire news. So as I'm still talking to you about the reasons for the market shooting up, is one major reason as Donald Trump really causes an agreement between Iran, causing ceasefire to run about 2 weeks. So as you can see here, a major boom about it. The 0.7 billion inflows, Bitcoin buy in inflows in Binance. Bitcoin taker buy volume equals Binance. So price as in USDT, taker buyer volume. So you can see that the volume has really spiked. The volume has really spiked higher than any other volume trend per what is being seen here, which really causes a significant market. And it is all because of what? The ceasefire 2 weeks news that Donald Trump agreed with what? Iran. Was that Bitcoin has what? A crazy news that is really going on. Bitcoin active address dropped to an 8-year low. 8 years low. What we talk about the active address means that when we talk about Bitcoin active address, it means that the Bitcoin, the number of people or the active addresses that holds Bitcoin is really dropping. Yes, per the reporter here, as you can see the graph as I'm showing you, active addresses momentum, the BTC price, higher activity and low activity. So meaning per this year as 2026, as you can really picture it here, the active addresses has really dropped as compared to other years of it. This is really strange, and then things are really happening. Of course, we don't know why it is happening, but even as much as the prices are dropping, things are really going on well. Again, there is something that is being called the Iran Strait of Hormuz. I'm here to also present to you. I'll have another picture of the first batch of ship that really got into this one and was able to travel from there. The news says here that by Crypto Rover says that the Strait of Hormuz is officially reopened. Yes, per the deal that the US went with the Iran nation. He said that during the 2-week ceasefire, as Donald Trump mentioned, Iran and Oman would collect tolls from ships passing through the Strait of Hormuz. Any ship that will pass there will be paying about this is not 20,000, this is not 200,000, this is $2 million per ship. $2 million per a ship that will pass through the Strait of Hormuz, and then the tolls will be collected by both Iran and Oman. Okay, this is a really strange thing, and I think it will cause for market spikes.